Well, welcome to Now What?
Yes, it's Now What.
And as true tradition to the name of the show, something went wrong right at the beginning. Actually, I went wrong right at the beginning.
Yes, you did.
And while I was trying to clarify an issue, I started the show and then I ended the show having to recreate a whole new show. And now John is currently trying to get our guests back online.
Yep,
because
I sent you a new link.
They can't see us.
Well, okay. Well, I sent it to them, so they have to.
So they'll get the new link. They're not on for another 10 minutes, but they'll be here shortly and be joining us.
Well, I hope so.
So welcome to you for joining us.
Yes, hello everybody. Just talk quietly amongst yourselves while I do this.
I'm wearing my Now For What t-shirt.
The what?
And
now for what?
No, Now What?
Yeah, you don't
Now
know.
What?
Come on, get with it.
For Now What? It's for Now What?
Okay.
Yeah, yeah, it's been a bad day. I woke up in sheer pain. Oh,
from what, I wonder?
I went and got the COVID test yesterday.
Oh no,
Not
vaccine.
Vaccine.
Yes.
And they told me that, there's going to be some side effects, possibly, normal side effects that you would have when you have a flu, such as sore muscles, nausea, diarrhea, things that you get while you have a flu fever.
That's great. Thanks for sharing.
The only one I had, see that glitch? Watch it. It's terrible.
I don't care. It's better than the lips.
No, it is not.
I don't want the show with our lips being off.
Well, I'd rather have the lips being off than us being off.
I like that. It's a second, but the other way is annoying for the whole show.
Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah. Well, what do you think, folks?
That's ugly. That drives me crazy.
Well, the lips off drive me more crazy.
So hey, I'll switch it over and see if there are lips are out.
All right, we're counting on you, people.
Yeah, we're counting on you, people. Let us know how it looks. Are our lips out or not? I know I see a delay, slight delay anyway.
Yes.
I don't know why it does that though.
Yeah.
I wonder if it's the camera.
You'll have a week to figure it out before next week, Henderson.
I've got another camera.
I want to report on my desk by Tuesday.
By Tuesday?
Sure. Next Tuesday. You'll have a week to figure out this glitch. So now we're just waiting.
So how are the lips? Are we in sync? Is our voice in sync? I could even check this out. So anyways, how was your week?
Oh, it was fine. I go back to work tomorrow. Oh, they're posting.
Yeah, it looks good.
Oh, good. It looks good. Yeah, I go back to work finally after 8 weeks of bed rest, supposedly, and because of the cancer, and feeling good and going back at a minimum capacity.
Yeah.
And then I get my vaccine on Wednesday, and then I go back under the knife beginning of June to attack this hernia, which is
grown.
Yeah, and I got the hernia from surgery.
Yes.
So they owe me one. So there you go.
Yeah. Well, at least you're getting it for free.
Of course, we're getting it for free. You live in Canada.
Oh, well, anyways, somebody asked what were the symptoms. Well, let's see. Pain. Every muscle in my body feels like it was run over by a cement truck.
That's right.
And I woke up around 8:30 and I took 8.
What are you doing?
I took somebody just said my lips are fine.
It's your face.
Finish it symptoms, dude. My symptoms are just muscle pain. Literally, that's it. But it was so bad. I took 4 Advil, went back to bed. But you and my son are jerks. I was asleep until 1 a.m. They know I took the COVID vaccine
1
yesterday. 1 p.m. Sorry.
1:30 actually.
1:17. I looked.
Yeah, but still.
And not one of them checked on me to see if I was actually dead.
No, we heard you're crunching, so we knew you were awake. You're just eating in there, boxes of crackers. No, I have no idea.
So, but I feel good otherwise.
Oh.
I mean, now I feel better now. I still have a little bit of body pain here and there, but nothing that another bit of pills won't fix.
No. Are you sure you sent the right? We sent the right link to the.
Oh, we sent it. Whether they saw it or not is another question.
Oh,
send it again.
I just did.
Oh, okay. So, yeah. Hey, so you're a jerk on another level.
What? What now?
We were going to watch the Justice League, the Zack Snyder cut together.
What are we dating?
And you well no, we live together, so it's fun to watch movies like that with somebody.
Oh,
And although some people think we are dating,
no, we're not.
we're not.
No,
He's not my type.
no. Yeah, I'm male. All right, so I'm gonna give him a call
You're
here.
also old.
Just chat.
So, anyways, he says to me, I'm not going to watch the whole thing. I'm only going to watch a little bit. I can't stay up for 4 hours watching one of these things.
Greg, I sent you a new link.
And so he
to log
says to
on.
me today,
Yeah, so
I
log
watched
on,
the
like,
whole
just as
thing. All of
we
a sudden
saw
it's
ya.
4
And
a.m.
then
So
somebody screwed up, and so we sent a new link your way.
somebody screwed up. I screwed up.
So no, I'm done mentioning names.
No,
But we're live now, so log on, buddy. Adios. See, that's
you left him a voicemail, or were we actually
no, I was
talking
talking to him.
Oh.
He's sitting there crying. Yeah, I said I wasn't going to watch a 4-hour movie that was already made, basically. And what I do, last night watched the whole 4-hour movie. Finally went to bed about 20 to 3.
It's so much better than the original version.
It's okay. I mean, it's okay. It's exciting.
Don't give me that.
I don't like the Superman Black.
You watched all 4 hours of it.
Well, I kept looking for the neat parts.
It was neat.
Yeah, it was.
The whole
It
thing
was
was
all
neat.
right. I just don't like Superman in a black suit. I think that's ridiculous.
I liked it,
No, of course you did.
but he comes back in the blue suit later.
I know he does.
I think it was just that he didn't want to get dirt on it.
Yeah, that's right. That's exactly true. Once you're buried in a coffin, it's kind of hard to get those stains out.
It is.
Oh, I
But
know.
he was
It's
buried in
awful.
a suit. He was not buried.
Hey, you know what?
He wasn't buried in his outfit.
No.
He was
He's
buried in
Clark
a suit.
Kent when he died.
Yeah.
Yeah. Are we boring you enough? Oh my goodness gracious! You know what? We were talking about this today. Movies that they shouldn't make sequels to because Ace Ventura came up. They're making
Yeah,
Ace Ventura 3. Okay.
The people that did Sonic the Hedgehog.
Yeah. They're making Ace Ventura 3, and we're like, what the heck for? But there's many movies they never should have made
I
sequels
questioned Ace Ventura 1.
to. That was a good movie. That was
Oh,
fun.
we're giving away another prize today.
Can I finish?
Yeah, you can.
Thank you. They shouldn't have made Superman 3, 4, and 5 with Christopher Reeve. They should have stopped
There was
Batman
a 5?
at Michael Keaton. You know,
Which one was 5?
I
There
don't-
was the Superman, then there was the second one.
2.
Yeah, and then there was the third one, which was that one with Richard Pryor? Or was
No, I don't know.
that was shot
Oh,
in
maybe there
Calgary.
was 4. I don't know.
There was 4, I thought.
Yeah, okay. There was 4. Still, they shouldn't have made
No,
3
they
and
should have
4.
stopped at 2.
And what was the other one? Oh, Godfather 3. They never should have made Godfather 3. It's disgusting.
Why did they even make a Godfather 2?
Because it told the backstory of how they came
Oh.
to. Yeah, that's really a good movie. Probably better than the first one by a lot of people saying.
Rambo 7,000.
Yeah, no kidding. Yeah, and then, so they're making the other Indiana Jones, which I think they're pushing it. The last one sucked.
What I don't like is when they're remaking movies.
We've talked
we
about
did-
this on the show.
Have
before.
we? Like when they did Total Recall.
Yeah,
Total Recall. I mean, let's face it. The original one, the graphics were a little bit corny,
yeah.
a little bit weird, but there was no call for them to go and make a new one. There was no reason for it. The other one stood up fine on its own.
Fine with the test of time.
Yeah.
Isn't that wonderful?
Yeah.
Yeah.
The 3-breasted alien women.
Okay, that's interesting.
Yeah.
I'm 3-breasted because that hernia, when it was smaller, it looked like a boob. No, it didn't look like
It looks
one.
like a boob now.
No,
It's
it
like
doesn't.
massive.
Yeah, I know it's horrible. But and
Actually, it
big-
looks like his conjoined twin.
Yeah, you haven't seen those people with a little. Never mind. But I'm gonna have the thing ripped out. I go back in the
It's
hospital.
not ripped out. They're pushing it back in.
Yeah, they tuck it
and
back in.
sewing it up, and they're putting a mesh on.
They're
the
putting a
inside.
mesh this time to keep that bastard in there. So there you go. So,
So also,
yes, my friend.
we talked. Oh, the other movie you did want to see a remake of Deadpool.
No, not a remake, but
You want to
another
see
one.
like a sequel, a third one.
Yeah, that's
That one.
a fun movie.
That. I mean, at least he's entertaining. He's funny. He's
Well, he makes fun of superhero movies,
yeah, he does.
and that's
And,
good.
and breaking the fourth wall all the time. That's brilliant.
What's the fourth wall?
The fourth
Talking
wall
to
is
the
when you
audience?
talk to the audience.
Yeah. Groucho Marx did that in the Marx Brothers
Yeah.
years ago. So, anyways, guess what we're gonna do? What?
Our screen is really bothering that person's eyes.
Well, we're gonna have a stroke.
That's Darlene.
Oh, Darlene, get used to it. I like it, Darlene. It's funky and cool.
He chose it.
Yeah, I did. I chose it. I have bad taste. What can I tell you, Darlene?
There's a lot of things you can say.
Yeah, I know. Anyways, one thing I can say is we have one of the coolest toy shops
We
in
do.
the country in this town. We do.
Yeah.
Why
I'm
do you-
saying we do.
Oh yeah, of course.
I'm
I'm talking-
agreeing with you.
Yes, we got Toy
It wasn't
Hall.
like we do.
Yes, Toy Hall Hall Toys,
Toad Hall
which is in the
toys.
exchange district here in town, and we got both of them down there in the corner there. Greg and James, they're gonna pop up. There you go, fellas. Can we hear you?
Hey,
Oh, there
Yeah,
we
we
go.
can.
Look at you wearing a tie and everything.
Yeah. Rubber chicken.
Yep. What?
So rubber
Rubber
chicken.
chicken.
Well, a rubber chicken tie is right up my alley. How you doing, boys?
Excellent.
Living a dream, man.
Well, yes, it is. It is. Now, Toad Hall has been around for how long?
Since 1977.
Holy
Holy
cow.
smokers!
I had no idea it's been around that long.
Have you always
Yep.
been in the same place?
It's about, I think we've been in 3 incantations of that, but close. Always been in the exchange.
Okay. I want to, get this out of the way first. I said it's one of the coolest toy stores probably in the country, if not the. Explain to the folks who've never, well, not from Winnipeg or have never been through your doors, which I can't understand why, a little bit about Toad Hall and what makes it so unique.
Well, it's an independent toy store. We don't sell the same things that the big box stores sell. We sell more of a unique kind of toys. We have toy buyers that attend the toy shows. Unfortunately, I don't get to go to any toy shows.
Oh, come on. Let the boy go, James. Give him a field trip.
Thank you. I'll play that for her. She thinks it's a privilege.
Let me know if that works. Oh, my
But
goodness.
so we have over 50,000 different items in our store, and we have collectibles and we have miniatures like the dollhouse type of things. We have a magic section.
We still have HO trains, a lot of science and education. The big buzzword, and it's so funny, you'll get like this, 90-year-old granny coming in going, I need some STEM toys. And I went, what? What does that mean? And I didn't know what that meant at the time, but that's science, technology, engineering, and mathematics. And now it's STEAM because you put an A in there and you get STEAM. So then I was introduced to all of the STEM or STEAM stuff that we have. And that's really, really good because a lot of parents are really looking for those interactive toys that are helping their kids. Because, of course, have we ever got a child in that wasn't like super advanced and they need something that's really going to challenge them? And we've got it.
What does the A stand for?
Which one?
The A? What does the A?
Art.
Art.
All right. Okay. Yeah. I could hear his brain churning over here, wondering what that meant. But yeah, it really is a really cool place. And, it's just got that feel, that smell of a really, really. Yeah, exactly. And you played it smart, of course, as everybody did during COVID. I got my grandchildren's stuff there curbside. And it was just, I'm so glad you're back open because I'm just going to walk around to the point where you're going to have to throw me out.
Well, that's okay.
10
to 5 on Monday to Friday. Right now, 11 to 4 on Saturday.
Do not try to come into Toad Hall Toys and see the store in half an hour. Give yourself 3 hours.
Oh, at least
3 hours, and then you can go back and check out the stuff you didn't have time for.
Yep.
It's just that amazing of a place. Now you've been there, of course.
Yep, I go there too, and
Mark was just there.
Carrie's really nice, and he teaches me magic tricks. I always walk away with a new magic trick.
Well, let's talk about that, James and Greg. Big on magic, huge on magic.
Yes, we are the biggest magic dealer west of Toronto, Canada.
Yeah, and it's we also have because we do have an adult club in town that meets virtually, and we also have a young magicians club that meets virtually also in town. Winnipeg was actually the first for 2 things. I'll do young magicians. The young magicians were started in Canada, in Winnipeg, and the young magician, the very first young magician, still comes out to our events. He was judging one of our close-up contests the other day, Kerry Tardy.
How neat is that?
And for the adults,
pardon me,
for the old people, yeah,
first 4.
For the older people, we were the first. The International Brotherhood of Magicians,
IBM,
the IBM,
not the other one,
not the other one.
No, not the
no. We were before the other one. Started in Winnipeg in 1922. The old Royal Bank building, which is now the Patterson Food Building, I believe. You look at it from Toad Hall Toys, you go up to the 4th floor, you go in the 2nd window, and right there is where the original linking ring was printed and sent to rings or groups of magicians all around the world. and it started.
Wow.
Right
Yeah,
there.
I told Mark that yesterday, but he couldn't remember the connection.
Yeah.
Remember? Yeah. And it's now, how does one become a member of these? Obviously, you have to know your chops a little bit and have a real passion for it. So, if a young magician's watching or anybody interested in magic, how do they get involved with the brethren of magicians?
You know, it's not kind of like it used to be. It used to be you were kind of like tested and you had to get up on the stage and perform and do that kind of stuff. It's just, you know, with the way that the clubs are and we're looking for members on a regular basis, basically it's just an application kind of thing you could apply to the International Brotherhood of Magicians, or you could apply, in my case, with the Society of Young Magicians. And right now, our Young Magician group is usually in the neighborhood of around 20 kids, ages from 7 to 16. Yeah.
So
wow,
that's the Society of Young Magicians. So young would be what, under 65?
Hey.
Oh, it keeps you young at heart. How's that?
It does.
Correct.
You know what? I've loved magic ever since I was a kid. And I used to have a keen eye for certain little things, like more of the sleight of hand stuff. And I learned the palming, and I got a promotion at McDonald's because I was showing some kid, he was waiting for his fries. And I was making a ketchup packet disappear.
Nice.
And the next thing I know, the old guy that was with him, his grandfather, is talking to my manager at the back of the thing. And I hear, Mark, can you come over here? And I thought I was busted and fired. It turned out that was the owner of the Alberta McDonald's, Max Paisley. Because in Alberta, it's a franchise.
Okay.
All owned by Max Paisley. That happened to be Max Paisley, and I was keeping his grandson entertained while he was waiting for his fries. And I got a promotion to be in charge of all the kids' parties at the McDonald's.
Wow, good for you.
In that area.
Now I know it's hit us all hard, of course, COVID. But anytime we have entertainers on, much like yourselves, it's really hit everybody super hard. Getting out there and getting face to face with the audiences. How do you guys deal with it?
I had a gig last year.
Did you?
How many?
I said a gig.
You too, huh? Me
Get
too.
with the program.
Actually, I have done some virtual stuff. I've spoken in a couple different places. I've spoken in the Caribbean. How come the only time I get invited to speak in the Caribbean, it's when I have to do it from my basement? And next month I'm speaking in Alaska. So I get
no way.
Oh, right on.
Well, let's clarify what you're talking about, because you are quite a established speaker. And how did that all come about? You shameless promotion, go.
Yes, I did. I'm a professional speaker. I do training and keynote addresses. And recently I was awarded the designation of accredited speaker. I was the very first accredited speaker in Manitoba to ever receive it. Manitoba,
wow.
In Ontario.
Bless you.
First one to ever. Oh, hang on. First one to ever. Hang on.
There we go.
Golf clap.
That's good.
I have the. There are less than 90 accredited speakers worldwide. It started in 1981, and only those who are deemed experts in their field of expertise, the field they speak in, with really professional stage presentations, are given that. And now there are 2 in Manitoba. But since no one else wants to hire the other guy, they only want to hire me. I won't mention Michael Bayer's name.
Oh, that's very good. That's very nice of you too, that you don't mention Michael Bayer's name.
Maybe one day we'll find out who that name is supposed to be.
Michael Bayer.
He's not mentioning Michael Bayer's name.
Oh, that's right.
He just said that.
Okay, sorry about that.
Don't want to do that.
No. Now, James, what is going on with you aside from having and living the dream of everybody who loves toys?
Well, I'm back to the store.
Yep.
You know, in the summer, I was basically delivery boy extraordinaire for deliveries all around the city. But now, we got back to work. I can do a little bit of pitching back at the store, and like I said, Mark was in a couple of weeks back, and luckily, I am back doing what I love, my photography. Doing
right on.
And that is as surreal as it comes. You know, you go from a venue that has, I'm sure now only to add everyone in there, well in excess of 16,000 people, staff, players, there's like 15,500 or so in the seats, but when you add everybody else that's there, it's got to be over 16,000. Now, when I'm there photographing, there are about 10 just photographers. There's usually maybe about 10 video guys, and that's it in the bowl. So like, it's eerily, exciting. It's excitingly eerie because you've got the fake cheers that happen and the ooh and the ah and the claps when the goal gets scored or a good save or something like that. But at least I'm back doing what I enjoy. I do it for 3 different clients, and that's been kind of my love for the whole thing like that. And I was able to keep a couple of other clients busy doing some of my what I call studio or tabletop kind of photography. So that's been at least good. But what it was certainly not nearly like we had a year ago. So it's like unfortunate, but slowly but surely.
Carry on. By the way, carry on. Well, go ahead.
What? No, you go ahead.
You're more important than he is.
That's right.
Carrie and I have also started teaching magic online. Small groups, 15, 20 kids.
Yeah, we had a camp in the summer that I usually go to that I would possibly teach some magic, again, photograph. And that got kiboshed. So they said, hey, could you guys do a virtual magic class? So Greg and I brainstormed, which, for Greg and I, that's
light drizzle.
A light drizzle, okay.
But it worked. It worked.
Oh,
and we probably had about 15 kids and the parents out there too doing it. And we it's nice when you go in for the gig, right? And you go, yeah, do about an hour. So we knew about 45 minutes. So we start and we go, yeah, you're going to go for about an hour and a half. I go, what? Oh dear.
Yeah, right. You got to think of stuff
to get us by. And usually when you're dealing it with the little kids, you're not doing the entertainment for them per se. The parents and the older siblings are who are getting the laughs that we give those kind of like mom and dad jokes, and we have some fun there. So, but it went really well. And if you've ever done the virtual shows, that it's not the same, to say the least.
No, not by any means.
But it, and I think people are getting used to it both ways. That it's doing
it's I had a couple virtual comedy shows, which is like I was more nervous about doing those than going in front of 1,400 people at the casino.
It's funny how that works, isn't it?
Yeah, because because a lot of the show, when you're doing, in my case, comedy, is interacting with the crowd. It can basically dictate the direction.
Totally.
You're going, right, and so when you don't have that, it's just you're just almost just reciting your act, and you don't want to do that,
No.
the creative side of you and getting the pauses, whether you normally pauses and whether, you're getting a big laugh. Funny, it worked in St. Louis, that type of thing. And so it was just bizarre for me. Bizarre.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's really bad when they all mute themselves and turn their cameras off.
Yeah, right.
And you don't know.
You're looking at a bunch of still photographs, no feedback. You can't tell if they're hello.
No, yeah,
it's like playing to a painting
or one of the pages in your yearbook. They're all just sitting there just staring at you, like that type of thing.
Are you an audience or a photograph?
When you do these, I hate to skip around, but I just had a thought. When that happens, I better go with it. The virtual magic classes, how do they run it on a regular basis, or just as you just advertise and see how many people can get and do it? I mean, the reason I ask is if someone wants to hop on, because this guy could use it. He's doing pretty good card tricks. He goes, John, I got another one. He'll show me, and he's good.
Well, he showed me all of them.
Oh, there you go. Oh, is that where you got it?
That's where that's where I learned.
Oh, okay. Thanks, James. Which one, Greg? Or
James.
Okay, because I walked around like a dumbfounded moron, which I normally do, but this was more intense. And if you taught him that in one sitting, fantastic.
We do it 2 ways. We do it as a group for about an hour, 45 minutes to an hour, maybe a little more. We do it as a group. They get all of their props and they work with it. And then I do it individually. It's called the gift of magic. People buy it for their kids or their grandchildren, or maybe their co-hosts. And that's a one-on-one. That's 6 to 8 lessons. Kind of.
And it's obviously live with you. It's not a pre-tape type thing.
No, it's live with me right now. We're still Zooming in order to do it. But
yep.
The intent, of course, is to eventually go to live.
Yeah, no kidding. Because I've done some drawing classes online for cartooning, and I find it mine. They're all taped, so they can just follow along anytime they want.
Well, those were fun to do.
Yeah,
making those were really fun.
Exactly. Now, go ahead.
We have our young magicians group, though. We would usually be meeting, and we had been meeting at Riverview Community Club. That's right by Riverview Health Center.
I know it well.
Yep.
South Osborne. So we were doing a regular 2 weeks. Every 2 weeks, we would kids would come in. The older group, the younger group, 7 to 9, 10 to 16, and then we would kind of do a little bit of intro. Show the magic trick, teach the magic trick, and try to get them to perform and do that. So we sort of were doing the same thing, but now, it's been virtual basically now for about a year because we were having to do that. We managed to finish off last year, and we actually did do our annual close-up contest. That's where magic would be like right in your face, okay?
Yeah.
Not on stage, not with lights and microphones and all sorts of stuff like that. So we just snuck that in back in 2020. We didn't do our stage contest. We decided not to have a picnic, so we ended the year and kind of went, oh, okay, enough of that. We'll start again in September, which we did. And we just, a couple of weeks ago, finished a virtual contest. So we actually had all the kids who were in the show. They came down to the studio, and they taped their act. And they had a 7-minute act, and they were able to, do that like they normally would have done in an audience situation. And then we put the performances all together, and we sent them out to the judges. And then the judges got back to us, and they graded them. And then we determined which of our kids got the junior and the senior award. So we've been struggling, but we're still battling on.
Trucking along.
Well, it sounds like you guys, you just don't stop moving forward. I think that's fantastic. I mean, COVID, schmovid, we're moving forward.
Yep.
That's fantastic.
No, and maybe we went through kind of like grudgingly because, a lot of times we'll get somebody comes in the store and says, yeah, I bought this trick, from, XYZ Magic Store online, and I don't really know how to use it. Can you show me how to do it? And it's like,
no,
did you buy it here at the store? No.
And you
wow.
Well,
head online, XYZ, how it's done.
And that's ask them. So we would be getting a lot of, the whole, internet, YouTube and everything. I don't want to say it was the demise of magic, because it was great, because people would get together, adult wise in those, smoky, backfilled room and, learn the magic sleights and learn everything like that. Cause that was the way it was done.
That sounded like a gambling hall.
Sometimes accidentally a poker game would break out.
The smoke-filled back room.
Against magicians.
It could, yeah.
Go see Louis. He'll let you in.
Yeah. What's the code? So now we've kind of taken it, and we've kind of embraced it and said, hey, this is what it is. The kids and the adults still want to learn. We actually had a magic little mini lecture from Keith Fields, who was originally from, let's just say England.
Somewhere in London.
And he now lives in Detroit, and he presented to the adult club about a 45-minute hour lecture for just us. And, really nice. He did it for free. And, normally magicians come into town, they charge us a few $100. They sell some of their wares. They make a little bit of money. They're off to the next town. Well, I think he said he was up to 70. Did he say 75?
Someone said close to 70.
Yeah, he's trying to break 100 in the year. But it was really nice. He showed us a couple of things, but it was like, here you got a guy who normally wouldn't have done this kind of thing.
Right.
But that's what he does. Because, we all want to keep doing something.
Yeah.
Exactly.
And
Exactly.
he was just sharing his knowledge and wealth. And we had a good little time last couple weeks
COVID
ago.
brings out the best in some people.
Yeah. Isn't that true? Isn't that true? Yeah.
It is. And Big Daddy Taz, I think, said it right, in my view, anyways. He said it's caused a lot of people to ditch their ego.
Yeah, ego doesn't matter right now.
No. It's all about trying to survive. And, I'll never complain about getting booked to play Weyburn again.
No.
Never.
Yes.
Weyburn, here I come.
Well, look at it last year. I mean, weddings. I'm a wedding entertainer, right? And generally, you want 100, 150, 200, 300 people. Well, we were only allowed 50 people. And when I got a wedding for 45, I was like, I'm taking her. I'm happy.
Well, of course you're going to take it.
And what a party.
Yeah, no kidding. More intimate, kind of unplugged. Now, okay, I'm going to go back again. The gentleman who came from across the pond, London or Europe.
He's in Detroit now.
He's in Detroit. I was going to say, one, why? And did he lose a bet? I mean, it's the highest crime rate in the country. Well, I think I'll go to Detroit.
I don't know. He lectured here probably about 10 years ago.
Yeah, probably.
10 or 15 years ago he lectured, and I just figured he would be over in Yorkshire, Birminghamshire, whatever shire it is over there.
Worcestershire.
And
that's in your neck of the woods.
Say that twice.
Worcestershire. It's Worcestershire. That's how you pronounce it. Worcestershire.
And because he's using a green screen, he plops in Big Ben and the Tower of London and whatever. And
Nice.
then he talks about how he's in Detroit, and it was like, you got stranded here? Are you still in quarantine or something? So that never did come up. We just kind of took it for granted that
exactly. Well, you should have had Greg, your machine there that makes the applause, a little bullet sound.
Oh, nice. Okay,
that'd be a nice touch, don't you think?
Pacers on standby. Yes. And actually, he's going to be doing a version, probably similar to the same lecture for our young magicians. So he's gonna, do kind of his thing again and again. He's not no charge for us, because that's what he's doing, and he's gonna give it to the kids, a lecture for the kids, probably the end of the year, June-ish, May-ish, something like that. So
just to be clear, when we're teaching magic, we do charge.
Yeah.
Because both of us like to eat and live indoors.
But think of the exposure you're going to get.
Yeah.
Don't you love that line?
Oh, yeah.
How much can I buy with my exposure?
Yeah, I'll tell the bank I'm paying my mortgage with exposure.
Yeah.
No.
They love that. Now, I wish I'd prepped this better, because I would have loved to have seen a trick.
Oh, come on. They're magicians.
Do you happen to have
got
one with
something
you?
up their sleeves.
That's not what I would do, is teach you a trick. This is
okay, you're going to teach? You're going to teach?
We're going to teach.
I'm going to make them nice and big.
All right, we're going to make you. There you go.
Oh, no, there we are. Okay. If I stand over here like this, okay, with a dime, okay, one thin dime.
Hey.
Now, if I could do that with my money.
This guy's pretty good. Wait.
Hey, that's pretty good.
I have to put all those things in myself.
Very good.
Now you can do this with a penny, and mind you, doing it with a penny doesn't make any sense anymore.
I get it, sense. I get it.
I think that was accidental.
What? Tough crowd.
Now, I'm going to teach you how to do this.
Okay, pay attention, kids at home.
You take 2 quarters or 2 loonies. You can take 2 loonies and do this, even toonies, and you're going to hold them like this.
Okay.
2 of them together, and then you just put the dime in front of it. So this is the situation: dime, quarters. And when I hold it like this, I can turn my hand back and forth. You can't see it because of my thumb. You can't see anything because of my finger. And as long as I point that at the camera or at the person's eyes that I'm doing it for, it's always fun to do this for an adult and have a kid down underneath going, I don't see what the big deal is. But you just like this, and all you're going to do is just hit that dime and push it behind one of the quarters with your thumb. Essentially what you're doing is this: you hit the dime, It goes behind the quarters like that. You keep it behind one of the quarters, and you show 2 quarters.
Wow, there
Well,
you
quite
go.
often walk up with a nickel to pay for coffee. This is in the old days when you could buy
I was
coffee.
going to
Yeah,
say, where are you
coffee for
getting
50
coffee?
cents.
This is in the before time.
Back in the day.
You could buy coffee for $2, and I would walk up with a nickel, and she would say, "No, it's not enough," and I would change it into $2 and hand her the $2, and she still
You buy
wanted
a small coffee for $2.
So there you are.
Excellent.
So,
Thank you very
easy
much.
trick to do.
Hit the applause button. Hit the applause button. There we are.
I can't wait to
No,
try
that's
that.
not it.
I can't wait to try that. And then they're going to say, well, I saw that on your show.
Yeah.
I know it's kind of. Hey, would you guys help me with a trick?
Sure.
Okay.
I love this.
Oh, do you want me to?
Sure. Go to our close
There
up.
we are.
I'm going to pull out a couple of predictions.
Hey, look at you guys. You're way ahead of us.
Hey, yeah. Well, I mean,
Skycam.
I could do that if I had thousands and thousands of nickels
We'll start
to
rubbing
turn
nickels.
into quarters.
All right, hold on, quiet. Let's have them do it.
Now, I'm going to deal the cards down the table. I've taken out a couple old prediction cards here. So, John, I'll start with you. We're going to deal cards down on the table,
Yeah.
and you're going to stop me whenever you would like.
Stop.
Mid-drop. Are we going to drop it, or are we going to put it back?
Let's put it back.
Okay. I'm going to mark it with that.
Okay.
Next. Mark. Mark my words.
What?
Same things for you. Dealing down on the table,
Yes, sir.
and you're going to stop me whenever you like.
Stop.
Again, mid-drop.
I'm going to drop it.
Nice. Good. You're going to be so happy that you did that. I am going to fan in a very la 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 la. I got a card touching the face of this card. I got a card touching the face of this card.
Okay.
Now, in a deck of playing cards, what would be a mate or a match to a 9 of diamonds?
Be another
Okay.
9. Be another 9.
What kind of 9?
9 of hearts.
You think? Let's just see how that. Nice.
No way.
We got
Yes,
the 6
right.
of
Look,
hearts.
it's right there. It
6
would
of hearts.
be 6 of diamonds.
Yeah.
6 of. Ah,
Unbelievable.
I can't. I have no words for this. I do. But I'll-
Unbelievable.
Okay, all right. Okay. I have a week. I have a week finished. Save it. I'm going
I
to
have a-
turn those over because look, those totally match. These sort of match. These really match. Look at this.
This looks better if you do
Look at
this.
this. Look at this. Look at this. Look at this. No matches. No sailboats. No sunsets. No puppy dogs. Zip. 0. Nil. Nada. No matching
Oh, okay.
backs.
All right. I got to call my therapist.
So see how those definitely match. These sort of match. But you know what, guys?
What?
They all match. No, they do all match.
Oh my God. That is really, that's a very quick audience. That is great. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Now, what level would that be?
You know, this is why I love this kind of magic, because you might think that I have a lot of free time to do things and practice my magic. Well, guess
Heck,
what?
no.
I don't. So this is something that, like if a parent came into the store and said, I'd like a trick that my 10-year-old,
9.
9.
9-year-old.
9-year-old,
Let's go 9. We'll go 9.
boy, girl, you could easily do this trick. And that's what I love about it. This in magic lingo is called a self-working card trick.
And with about a week's practice, Mark could do it.
Yeah, see that? There you go. What would your magician name be? Would it be like the amazing
Gopher.
Gopher?
My nickname
No,
is
you have to come out.
my nickname for everything.
No. You got to come up with a magician's name.
Mordechai.
What?
The amazing Mordechai.
Not the amazing Flambino or something.
No, Flem is in my name, Mordechai. Mordii, Flem, AI. Mordechai.
Excellent. Did you guys have any official magician names when you were starting out?
No.
No, I
People called him James.
All right,
People
well,
called
I
him.
used to go by
Well-
Greg, and then I went by Greg Wood for a while.
Yeah. Yeah.
Now
Well,
he just goes by Wood.
well, my whole question just went flat.
What would your
sorry.
magician name be?
I don't have. I can't do magic.
You can't do comedy, but you still.
Yes, I can. That was a dig.
I was.
Yeah, schmuck.
That's for letting me sleep till 1:30 and not
Shut
checking
up,
on
you're
me.
54. Set your alarm. There you go. When was it my job to make sure you're when
I
you
could
get
have
up?
been dead.
Well, you
You
know,
wouldn't have known until I started
don't
to smell.
tease. Oh my goodness gracious!
Tease.
So-
Ouch.
But
Greg needs to do a trick. Greg needs to do a trick.
yeah,
Yes.
sure. You just do whatever you want, guys.
Yeah.
It's-
That or the
Which one?
Yeah.
Which one? This one? This one? This one? This one?
That
This
one.
This one? This one?
You guys
Yes,
bicker
this-
almost as much as we
Gary
do.
says I should do this one.
Okay.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
I think that I know John well enough. After all these years,
Yes, many years.
still crazy after all these years.
Yes.
I would just like you to select any one of those cards. Jack of
Okay.
Diamonds, Five of Diamonds, Nine of Hearts. You can see
I'm
them?
going to go with the Queen of Spades.
The Queen of Spades. You're going to go
Yep.
with the Queen of Spades.
Yes, sir.
Isn't that interesting? Isn't that interesting? You went with the Queen of Spades.
Yes, sir.
Okay, these cards. No, these cards are all red. And you picked the only blue back card in the whole deck.
Oh my. Oh wow. That's see? Look, I'm special.
I've
You
been
are.
telling you that.
Yeah.
Wow. All right. See, now I'm going to be up all night. Thanks.
See, this is the kind of stuff that I spend hours and hours and hours practicing and never able to perform because I'm not in front of an audience.
Right.
Doesn't that look pretty?
Yeah, it is pretty.
Doesn't that look pretty? Here's
I
the
can't.
red.
I can't. I no matter how hard I try, I can't do that.
Whoops. Looks a lot better if you do that properly. There. Anyway, apparently I don't practice enough, but you can do it. They go backwards. You get the nice green ones with the yellow at the bottom. They really are quite pretty. And I would spend literally hours and hours and hours rehearsing until my fingers hurt.
Well, that's the only way you're going to get it.
The 5 words not allowed in our house. Pick a card, any card.
And then you're booted.
And then I would practice this.
All right. I didn't see anything.
I can edit that out.
Yeah, if you could
No,
just
I
cut
got
that
one.
one card out. I don't know what happened. I had it.
All
It
right,
was
keep going.
nicely done there.
Yes.
Nicely doing the sleeve. I went up. I tried to get too big. That's what happened. I tried to get too big. All those weeks and years of practice, and somebody invented this. Now I don't have to worry about it.
And he still broke one off.
Wow. I'm sitting here going, oh, geez. Oh, geez. Oh, geez. And then you had me the whole time. Hook, line, and sinker, my friend.
nice.
Gadzooks. Now, you mentioned kids and adults. You mentioned the kids as audience members and adults getting it more than the kids. Do you find with the little kids, if you're performing for little kids, they're blatantly honest?
Oh,
Like-
yes.
Calling you out?
Oh yeah.
Way too honest. Way too honest.
Yep.
Yeah,
If I did that for a bunch of kids, yeah, they would not be amazed.
well, they say the 3 things that are most honest are a drunk, a little kid, and yoga
drunk kid?
pants.
Yoga pants. There's no lying with yoga pants.
No, exactly.
Spanx.
Oh my goodness, great. So, how can people find you guys?
Well, you can. The fastest way to find me is either at gregwood.ca. If you're
Yes.
looking for someone to speak or coaching, I'm doing coaching now. I started the coaching practice just before COVID started, and thankfully it was there to pay a couple of dollars. And that's gregwood.ca. I couldn't get gregwood.com. It's owned by a guy named
Greg Wood.
Greg Wood. Yeah, somebody
Yeah.
else. So I don't have that one, but I got gregwood.ca and I'm Canadian. Or comedyillusions.com. Those are your 2 best places to find me. comedyillusions.com or gregwood.ca.
Now, when you say you're speaking, do you pick the topic or does your client pick the topic?
I speak on particular things. I
Yep.
speak on connecting with an audience. I speak on, and it's same things I coach on actually, but how to connect with an audience, how to get your ideas across, communication styles. Those are the kind of things I speak about, and leadership.
Well, it's going to take off once again, once this whole COVID thing.
Yep.
I had my first and only, I don't call it motivational speaking, but I spoke at the Health and Wellness Fair last year, and then COVID hit. That was my first gig. I've been
How ironic is that?
I know, the Health and Wellness Fair, and then we get slapped with COVID.
Well,
had to
they're
put my
talking-
speaking career on. Well, I've always been into speaking, but it was comedy. This is not. Yeah, different animal there.
They're
So,
talking about bringing us back to Orange, which will actually allow up to 25 people in a venue.
Yep.
And then hopefully, if things keep going well,
don't rush it.
they'll if
Hey,
we
and
take our time and
that's a
get
big
through it.
crowd for me. You know, that's a,
Right now it's a good crowd for all of us. But I mean, that being said, if we keep up with what we're doing,
if you're smart,
if we're smart about it,
yeah,
we're gonna be just down the road.
And how much do you charge for your applause machine? Asking for a friend.
I don't know, they're about $200, I think.
I might be going to Weyburn. You never know.
So
After that comment, they're going to be the only ones to hire
Yeah,
you.
go ahead.
if you are interested for or possibly those interested in the young part of my magician aspect,
Yes.
so the Society of Young Magicians, Manitoba, you can just do a Google search. You'll get a page of basically information about what's on for it. And what's really funny is we have about 25 events for the year that we do, including the contests and general meetings and things like that. And I think our cost for that is about $100. And
Okay,
parents
well,
will come
that's
to me.
not bad at all. That's great.
Parents come to me and they go, "That's it?" And I go, "Are you a hockey mom too?" And she goes, "Don't talk about it. He wants to be a goalie. I've got to mortgage the house. It's terrible." And so yeah, and that's what's nice because parents will come to me at Toad Hall when I'm there, and they go, "Yeah, Sally wants to get this thing. It's worth like $25, $50, whatever." And I'm going, "No, I don't think she's really ready for that, but she could maybe use this thing."
Yeah.
And we also actually do have our own kind of gift registry because grandma and the uncles and all those come to Toad and they go, "Yeah, Bobby has, he's with your club. He wants to get some magic." And I go, "What does he have?" And I'm going, "I don't know what." So he'll come into the store and go, "I want that. I write it down on a list, put it in the drawer. And next time when Nana comes in, I go, "I want Bobby's list." And what's not crossed off? We cross it off and done. So it gets ends a lot of confusion.
High tech.
And he doesn't have to get married.
Yeah, and then he'll have a gig. And if they want a comedian at their wedding, then I'll have a gig. See, it works out for all of us. That is fantastic. Well, gentlemen, I can't thank you enough for popping on tonight, and love to see you. I'm going to walk through those doors, and probably, like I said, you're going to forcibly have to remove me, I think.
That is quite all right.
Which is becoming more common.
Yes, it is. So thanks, guys. Toad Hall Toys. Check it out, and also check out gregwood.ca, and check out
Comedy Illusions.com.
Yes, and James's photography. Man, you guys are just a dynamite package, and dynamite separately. Thanks so much for being on.
Thanks for having us, John.
Thanks,
All
guys.
right, take care, guys.
Talk soon. They are so fun.
They are fun. You know what? I think we should just let them host the show from now on. We'll just sit on the couch.
They're good. Yeah, we could sit on the couch and watch.
Yeah, no kidding. And
So, yeah, seeing them do that stuff, and I mean, watching Greg, not Greg,
James.
I was at James, watching James when he was showing me the tricks that I learned, and I brought home to show you.
Yep.
Watching him do them, he is so fluid with it.
That's practice.
Well, of course it is, but it makes you want to strive to be that good as well.
Yeah, well,
One day I will be.
I think you will. Can you pull a rabbit out of your hat?
Let's see.
No, I hate hats.
No, I can't.
Look what you did to my do. I just
Your
had
do.
it done.
Yeah.
I had my do done.
I want to say hi to James Grant. He was watching. He's also a magician,
Oh, no way.
hypnotist, and a disc jockey.
How do you do that?
All at the same time. I don't know if you can.
Wow, that's quite.
But I mean, that's how he keeps his audience enthralled. He hypnotizes them first, does his show, then unhypnotizes them. No, he does all three of those things. He's
And where's he
training
based
those.
out of?
Winnipeg.
Oh, okay.
He's
We have
out of
such
Winnipeg.
talent in this city, from
Yeah.
musicians to to various acts as we just saw to
Mhm.
you name it. It's just I just love this city.
So we were talking about the fact that I went and got my vaccination.
Yes, we did.
So my doctor, Dr. Loudon, Dr. Michael Loudon,
Dr. Vinny Bombats.
very nice guy, best doctor I've ever had. He actually allowed me to film it,
Oh, really?
and so here we go. We're gonna see what's involved, because some people are just freaked out by this. I
Okay.
think there's a much bigger thing to it than there really is.
All right. Excellent. Fire.
So we've got all these proteins, the yellow things sticking up on the surface of the virus, right? So the immune system identifies those and produces antibodies to them. So the vaccine that we're using here, the AstraZeneca vaccine, identifies those or produces antibodies to those and is then ready to go to war should the virus enter the body. So we've already got an army built to defend.
So it attacks the protein of the
It
virus.
attacks the surface protein of the virus and so breaks it down. So the immune system with an antibody is a protein as well, which attaches to that and can then destroy the virus. The big thing being that we've got a ready built army to go to war if we've been vaccinated. If we haven't been vaccinated, we've got to start recruiting to start an army before we even get there. And that's what we're doing today. So that's the
Excellent.
object of the exercise. So you've got your fact sheet.
Yes,
You've been through that.
I've read it. Yep.
Your health history has been reviewed by me and completed as a patient of mine.
Yes.
And I think the best place to get your vaccine is from your regular family doctor. The expected benefit.
Here, I thought he was going to say in my rear end.
Well, we could do that as well. So the benefits of this is to reduce your risk of, first of all, getting COVID. And it doesn't mean that you cannot get COVID having been vaccinated. If you do get it, the effects are typically less. All the vaccines that we have been proven to prevent death as a consequence of COVID.
Yeah.
And that's the most important part of it.
Yeah. And I'm here with my doctor, Dr. Loudon.
Thank you. Glad you came. Because this is a specific clinic that we run this morning to specifically give COVID vaccinations because we want to cover our practice population. So I need your left upper arm there, please.
I'm getting it right in the starship.
Just above the starship. And if you relax as best you can, small prick in the shoulder here. And with that, you are done.
What, no lollipop?
I thought you were bringing the lollipops today.
And there I am. I'm now vaccinated.
So now we're
So
going to set
take
our
one.
timer for 15 minutes,
Yep.
and you stay here for 15 minutes. My girls are up and down the passage.
So it's about 14 days before you're actually...
Well, it starts to work already, right? But it's got to build an immune response over time. And yes, around about 2 weeks is when we see the maximum effect of this over time. There will be a second shot. We are presuming at the moment at about 14 weeks, which will be early to mid-July.
Yeah.
We will recall you for that as we are guided by what we need to do.
And now that they've extended that just so that they can get more first shots into people, right?
Yes, it makes more sense to vaccinate as many people as we can, but we also need to use the vaccines appropriately by what the manufacturers and research is telling us to do. So this one we do know around about 14 weeks. The second one will give the best effect at that point.
Cool.
Good stuff.
Good stuff.
Thanks, Mark.
Now I'm going to meditate.
It's been a pleasure. You can meditate. Have a fun day.
I didn't know the virus is this big. How does that get into your body? Look at that. You'd think you'd see that coming. If somebody sneezed that at you, you think it's it. And it's got eyes, so it can see you.
There you go. It's going to watch and see how you go. Have a
Thank you,
fun one.
Doctor.
Thanks for coming in.
Yes, I sat there for 15 minutes meditating, just closing my eyes. They kept
You're
coming in and asking me if I was
sleeping.
okay.
I know that.
No, I wasn't actually sleeping.
Okay.
But I would like to thank Dr. Loudon for letting me video getting the vaccine. get yours while you can, when you're allowed to.
Yep.
It's so important to get our immunities up.
Well, that's why I'm getting mine on Wednesday. My immune system is
Yep.
basically shot,
Yep.
not only from the cancer, but from other issues. So, and tune in next week, folks, for another adventure of Mark Goes to the Doctor, where he visits his proctologist.
Yes.
That's going to be a good one.
Yes.
How do you
Oh,
get into
weather.
stirrups backwards?
Weather. It's time to do
Whether
the
or not
weather.
you go?
No, it's time to do the weather.
Oh, the weather.
We
Now,
got-
you didn't tell me you were doing this.
No.
I feel left out.
Yeah, well, I was driving home from driving my son home.
Yes?
And I thought, hey, what a beautiful day. Let's do the weather. And then I found out I really suck as a weatherman.
Yes, you do.
You tell me.
North South.
Well, it's a beautiful 12 degrees out here right now in Winnipeg. And you can see there are very few clouds in the sky. They are beautiful. Oh, take a look at the sunset. There we go. That is a beautiful, beautiful sunset. Yeah, let's blind you a little bit. Take it behind the tree again. Tomorrow, it's going to be a beautiful day as well. I think winter is gone. Welcome to the first day of spring. Yeah, today is the first day of spring.
Yesterday was the first day.
No,
isn't it?
21st. 21st of March. Like the 21st of December is the first day of winter.
I don't know. Why were people saying the first day of spring was yesterday?
Today is the equinox.
Oh, all right.
12 hours of sunlight.
So I was
12 hours of-
I was misguided.
Maybe I'm wrong, but I think I'm right. 12 hours of sunlight and 12 hours of darkness.
That's fantastic.
Did you know that?
Absolutely not.
Yeah, that's true. And
And you're right. You don't make a very good weather
No, I suck.
person.
And the solstice.
You do. I'm kidding.
The solstice is when we're at the longest day of the year,
December 21st.
or no, that's the shortest day of the year.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah, the first day of summer, first day of winter.
Okay.
Yep.
Explaining these to me, you get that blank stare like,
Well,
I think the
Yeah.
meds have kicked in.
there really is no breaking news, but I like that
I
so
was gonna
much.
say, what the hell was
I
that?
like that so much that I had to add it in.
Then they come back to us. We have no news. I didn't even know he was doing it. You got to stop doing that. You got to let me in on this stuff.
Actually, you know how I'm into my lightsabers, and even more so recently.
Mm-hmm.
I found something I really love.
Oh,
The squirrels.
Jesus.
Remember the squirrels last week?
What?
The squirrels last week.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
Well, I found something else. Watch this.
I'm ripping.
Не нужна она тебе. Ошибаешься.
It's like, what's in the container? I don't know what's in the container, but I want it anyway.
Parachute.
I'll fix my lightsaber now.
Like I was looking at his watch.
Like a ketchup bottle.
Looks like a dick.
That's from one of the video games. The jaw was like, what the hell's going on here? Look how many blades on that thing, eh? Like, I'm trying to figure out why the glowing face. What's in the box?
Ты не хочешь знать, что в ней.
You don't want to know what's in the box. And now he gets to complete his Amazon delivery.
Very interesting. Very interesting. You find these things on the net there.
Yeah.
Excellent.
So, as I said earlier, I want to give away a prize,
Yes, you did.
and then you stopped me. So, here's how you're going to. Do you have any phobias?
Not really.
Just anxieties.
Anxiety.
Yeah.
That's not a phobia. though.
No. It's an anxiety. I have phobias.
Okay.
I love to fish, but I can't take the fish off the hook. I can't touch them. I've got a fear of heights.
Okay.
Right?
Well, I have a fear of heights. Like, I
No,
can't get.
I mean, I'm. It's to the point I can't climb a ladder.
Really?
Yeah, I have a hard time with ladders.
Oh my goodness! It's just one foot in front of the other.
Yeah, until you fall off the top.
Well, you don't have to worry about hitting the ground.
Yeah,
Yeah.
But the thing is, when I was younger, I wasn't afraid to climb up a ladder. I'd climb up right to the top. Back when I was a teenager,
Yeah. Well,
I
you're
don't
not
know
a
where-
teenager
I don't know where the phobia came from or when,
Well,
but somewhere in the end credits is a phobia.
okay.
Okay,
I'm following you.
what I want you to do is watch for it, note it, and on next week's show, in the messages, send it to us. And from the people who send them to us,
What?
we will pick the winner.
Well, obviously, that's how contests work. But what do they win, Mark?
They get to win a small sized Now What shirt
Okay.
and a Now What cup
Mug.
mug
Yeah.
signed by the two of us. Not that we're important or not,
No.
but it is signed by us, and a $25 gift certificate to Tim Hortons
Gift card.
gift card.
Yes.
Gift card
Yes.
to Tim Hortons to fill up your Now What mug.
Excellent. Well, that's lovely. Oh, good. Now get on it, folks. So when you see the phobia, it's a question. Just send it to us next week. And like he said,
Next Sunday night.
Yep, we'll pick a wiener, and you have all week. So good luck to you, kids.
The perfect cup for your morning happy.
Oh, delightful. Well,
We
thanks for
didn't
that.
get our second guest. on
Well, no,
tonight.
the Silver Heights. We're gonna have Tony
Yeah.
and JC Sawicki on. They're dealing with something over there at the restaurant. It's a fantastic
Yes, it is.
restaurant in the city. If you've never been, you're cheating yourself out of a great meal.
They were
They hold
dubbed
the
with
record.
for the
Yep,
best
they-
ribs, right?
Well, they have the best ribs in Winnipeg. Yeah, for they have the record for how many times they've won. But they also hold the record as the guests most frequently appeared on my old show, Breakfast Television.
Oh,
Some 60 appearances.
really?
Yes, and
And I only got 3.
that's right. And they're just amazing guys. So we'll get on them. They said they might be busy tonight. Thank goodness. And so we'll get
So
them.
we'll get them on next week.
Absolutely.
Hopefully. And remember, look for the phobia in the end credits next week on the show. Message us with what that phobia was and what it means,
Yes.
and we will then
How many times are we going to say this?
twice because some new people showed up.
This is the third time now.
Yeah, new people showed up.
Oh, hi, new people.
Hi, new people.
There we go. Sorry you missed the show.
Yeah,